Hey there guys, I'm trying to get a little bit of help with SQL backups, and if you look right here, I've got a monitoring filter set up for this particular backup of a SQL database, and I'm getting 1 hour's worth of incrementals done on this model database. However, if I scroll up and look at this unique database that I have, all I'm getting is full backups, and you can tell that they're just fulls because of the time elapsed and the data transferred, and notice that I'm not getting them every hour. And let's take a look at the protection group. When that comes up, I'm of course backing up all the databases that are in this server, no problem. And when I look at this retention range and synchronization frequency, I've got it set for 1 hour, and it says that when they support incrementals, they'll do so. Otherwise, they're going to do an express full backup. And that's fine. Well, let me go back here real quick. But notice in this view members area right here, all of these are going to be doing express full backups, and model and report server are not included in this list. And the ones that I'm not getting incrementals for are showing up in that list. So let me go ahead and close this out. And it looks like if we do a recovery point on model, I can choose incrementals. The same is true with my report server one. But then when I try to use one of these other databases and try to do recovery point, it's grayed out. I can't do it incremental. So I feel like there's something with SQL. So I turned to SQL Server Management Studio, and these are the two that can take incrementals. So let's take a look at the properties of these. And so the options show that the recovery model is in full, no problem. Compatibility level, which I wasn't sure if that had anything to do with anything, but it looked like SQL Server 2012. When I look at one that does not allow for incrementals, it's also set to full, and this one has a compatibility level of 2008. But then when I look at report server, which does allow incrementals, it shows full as well, and also shows server 2008. So I'm not thinking that compatibility level has anything to do with anything. Let's take a look at this one, which is the one I'm really interested in getting some incrementals done on. It also shows full in 2008. I'm a little hesitant to just change that. But let's take a look at permissions. There's tons of permissions in here. Maybe this has something to do with it or not, I'm not sure. But let's look at the permissions of other databases. Let's take a look at the report server temp, which is going to show that some permissions are in here. It's different permissions, but they are they're not really consistent across each database. So here's the permissions for one that does work, and there's no permissions in here. So I'm a little bit confused about how to manage SQL so that incrementals can be taken with DPM. So what is it that makes it so that these two databases can have incremental backups, but all of the others seem to not be able to do such a thing? I really don't get it. If anybody can help, that'd be great.